This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Fayetteville School is brought to you by State Representative Ron Johnson and Curtis and Son Funeral Home.
And we welcome this morning Graysn Hughes and Jaycie Kelby Smith from Fayetteville School. Girls, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thanks for being with us this morning. So far, so good. We had unison good morning there. Graysn, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
You know, I go to Fayetteville High School, and I'm a senior this year, and I'm playing varsity basketball. Our season just ended Monday, and then I play varsity softball, and I'm a part of Key Club and Beta Club, and just all kinds of good stuff.
All right. Jaycie, what about you?
I'm a varsity cheerleader. I play varsity basketball. I am a diamond doll, and I love to cook.
All right. Jaycie, talk a little about your family just a little bit.
My parents are Kenny and Kim Smith. I'm the youngest of 4 siblings. I have some nieces and nephews that I adore so very much. My dad's a truck driver, and my mom actually works at Fayetteville High School. So I get to see her every day.
All right. Graysn, what about your family?
My parents are Brian and Leslie Hughes, and my grandparents, Sherry and Billy Hay, and I got 2 sisters, Hayden and Lily. They're all very supportive of what I do. They love me, I love them. They just support me with whatever I choose to do, and they're always there for me and cheering me on with whatever I choose to do.
Both you guys' families are very close-knit, very supportive of what you guys do and that kind of stuff. And Graysn, what's so special about going to Fayetteville School as a senior there?
Oh, everybody's so close. It's like a family. You can get along with everybody. Everybody talks to everybody. Everybody gets along. You see younger kids in the hallway, you talk to them. Like, most schools don't really get the opportunity to do that, but we do, and it's like, it's great. Like, you can just talk to everybody.
Yeah. Jaycie?
Saying what she said, I love seeing a little kid in the hallway come up to me and give me a hug, because you don't get that at another school, at a 9th through 12th school. So I do love that. I love how we get out at 11:16 every day being a senior. We get out early, so that's good. You do have perks of being a senior.
Yeah.
I mean, you get to do a lot of stuff. You get the senior prank. They get a lot more lenient on you, so that's plus. And then, but yeah.
Well, what about some of the classes that you're taking your senior year? Talk about those.
We're actually taking me and her both are taking pre-AP classes.
Y'all do everything together here?
Oh, we're best friends.
Okay.
But and then we're taking AP English online. There are only 3 taking it online, because there was only 3 people that actually wanted to take it, so we couldn't actually have a full class with it. But we're taking pre-AP classes, and it's a challenge, but it gets you ready for college ready.
Yeah. Graysn, how do you guys balance, both of you are very active young ladies in athletics, and how do you balance this education process with your athletics?
I'm telling you, it's hard, but that's another point of getting out early every day. When you get out, like if you don't go to work or whatever, you get the chance to study and do your homework early. But then like after practice, you study some more and more homework, and just you ain't really got much time to do anything else.
Jaycie, talk about your future. What you'd like to do upon graduation?
Well, I'm going to go to CAC for 2 years, and then I'm going to transfer either to Auburn or Troy, and I want to be a sports anchor. So, between that and a teacher, I'm really indecisive about it, but between those two, because I love sports and I love to talk, but then I love little kids, so I thought about being a kindergarten teacher as well. So I'm still indecisive.
Well, you could come to work here at the TV station. We'll get you involved with
all right.
broadcasting. Graysn, what about you?
I'm thinking about starting off at CAC for 2 years, and then eventually I want to graduate and go to like Auburn or Sanford and become a pharmacist. So I got a lot of school ahead of me.
All right, sounds good. What do you guys like to do? I know you're just coming out of basketball season, disappointing finish to the season with a loss in the region tournament, but you got softball coming up, and I know both of y'all are really involved in that.
Oh yeah, I love softball. It's like, I don't know, I don't have a favorite, but like when basketball was over, I was really sad about it, but then the next day I woke up so excited for softball practice, like ready to go, and I forgot my stuff at home, but I was so excited about it. Yeah. Like, it was great.
Jaycie?
Well, I don't play softball, but I'm her supporter. And then,
You play basketball, right?
I do play basketball.
Okay.
And then, but I am a diamond doll, so I'm a huge.
What does a diamond doll do?
It helps out with baseball. Like we do concessions, we do fundraisers for them, we cheer them on, we make signs, we do the gate. We just help out with them just to make sure everything they need they have.
I'll just toss this out to both of you, and Graysn, will begin with you. Some of the academic treasures that you have accomplished, and some of the accomplishments you've had at Fayetteville School, and some of your awards for this senior year.
Well, this year I got nominated as Miss FHS, which was a huge honor. It was a very big honor. I was honored. And then all of these AP classes we're taking and pre-AP classes, I'm keeping all A's and juggling sports at the same time. It's really hard, but I study every day and just work on it.
Yeah. Jaycie, what about some of the achievements that you've been able to accomplish?
I actually got Miss Homecoming.
Yeah, you.
So that was a huge plus. And then saying what she said, being in AP and pre-AP classes, you have to do a time span of when you can study, when to do your homework, because I have a job as well, so I'm juggling all these things, and you got to have. So me keeping all A's and trying to keep all A's and B's and stuff, and plus you get 10 points added, or 5 points. 5 points for pre-AP and 10 points for AP, so that's a huge plus as well. So even if you do have I got a B and you're freaking out, well, if you add 10 points to it, then you have an A, so that's a huge plus.
Now, both of y'all are kind of already involved in the workforce, too.
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
I work at Lori Darling's.
Okay.
I work the front, so what I do is I get to-go orders, I answer the phone. When people get ready and finish eating to come pay, I do that and get their money and help around the back and whatever they need me to do.
All right, where you work?
I work at Piggly Wiggly, Farm Links, and I babysit on the weekends.
All right. Y'all are busy young ladies for sure. Graysn, who is someone that is your go-to person? If you hit a bump in the road, or maybe you just need someone to talk to and know they won't judge you, or you can just bounce something off them, who would that be?
Definitely my sister, Hayden.
Okay.
She is definitely my go-to person. I go to her about everything. If I need to tell her something, I know she won't tell anybody, that's who I go to.
All right. Jaycie?
Definitely my parents. Because when my dad was 15, he got his hand blown off by a firecracker. And he only has 4 fingers on his left hand, and they had to take his big toe off his left foot and make it his thumb.
Wow.
And he's just been through a lot. He he was a left-handed, so now he has to write with his right hand. And he's just been through a lot, and he helps me out with so much because he's been through a lot. They had to use the pedals on him to make sure to bring him back to life and stuff. So he's been through a lot, so he's very supportive of me. He's always there with great advice if I need it, so he's a huge asset to my life.
Let's revisit finally this morning your basketball careers at Fayetteville. And Graysn, will begin with you. What will be a highlight of your career in basketball there at Fayetteville?
Making it to area, being the #1 seed. We've never made it that far. We've never been regular season area champions, and it was sad that it ended. I wasn't ready for it to end. I wanted to go to sub-regionals. I wanted to make it farther. This was by far the best year I've ever had. My teammates made it great. I had a great coach this year. It's her first year coaching. I couldn't have asked for a better season.
Jaycie, having a teammate like Graysn and other teammates on this Lady Fayetteville basketball team had to be special for you too.
Oh, it was. Especially me and Graysn being the only 2 seniors. We were basically the captains of it, so we had to be supportive of them, make sure they wasn't down, make sure that to tell them that everything was going to be okay. And we were just one big family. We were just one big family, and it was a huge support system, especially with our coach. Even if we had a bad game, she would tell us, it's okay. And it was just a great season overall, and we're truly going to miss it.
Quickly, how would you like to be remembered after you leave Fayetteville School as a senior?
I'd like to be remembered as a girl who everybody could talk to, who everybody could go to if they needed anything. Somebody who could trust me. I want everybody to trust me and know that I'm there for them. And Like, even when I leave, I want them to still be able to talk to me. Like, that's the part I'm going to miss the most, is not being able to talk to anybody that much anymore. I just hope they see me as that outgoing person and loving person that I'm always going to be there for them.
Saying what she said, coming from a small school, you know, everybody talks to everybody. I want them to know that I'm going to talk to everybody. If anybody's down, then I'm just a phone call away. I want them to remember me as that always smiling person. If they're having a bad day, they can just look at me and I smile, and it makes their day better. So.
All right. Ladies, thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you for letting us.
Congratulations on successful academic and athletic careers at Fayetteville School. Both are seniors there, and just a few weeks away from completing their education at Fayetteville School. Thank you both for coming today.
Thank you.
We got more daybreak just ahead.
This Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by State Representative Ron Johnson and Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Tune in to Daybreak for your Star Student of the Month.